Hey everyone, welcome to the series of short videos to officially launch this channel, Vi Hire, for established businesses earning a million in revenue or more, and yet still looking to Vi Hire as they grow and scale their business to the next set of millions. Again, I'm Joshua De La Mata, and thanks for joining me here today. So I want to begin with kind of a little complaint or a riffing session, if you will. YouTube is hard. This publishing idea of publishing on YouTube, the scripting of what one wants to say, the lighting, the camera, the sound, the background, everything, it's quite challenging. And it's certainly new for me. But there's another part to this, a more significant aspect. It's the idea of putting yourself out there, which I'm doing now. And I want to take this opportunity to give a very grateful shout out to Cody Shirk. And I send a virtual hug, and sending a virtual hug to Cody. Cody Shirk runs a private equity group, Explorer Partnership. And I had an opportunity to meet Cody about 2 years ago on one of his trips. And last year, Cody put out a blog post entitled Putting Yourself Out There. And for me, that was like the tipping point because I knew something I had to do, but really hadn't done yet. And after this post last year, I began doing a couple of things to put myself out there. So thank you, Cody. And I did promise I was going to share a couple of things about me and my background. So there you have it. That's kind of like the part one now, too. I have, my current situation now of doing something new and being challenged. And just to share a bit more and kind of make a point here today and share a principle with you is that at the age of 10 years old, I learned one of my most valuable life lessons. I learned to do something that was by many considered extremely difficult, hard, challenging, and maybe even dangerous. I learned how to ride a unicycle. And the lesson there was that I not only learned how to do something that many could consider extremely difficult, hard, challenging, and even dangerous, but I learned that it could be like moderately safe and become extremely easy and fun. So for me, this was a foundational reference that has led to many of my successes that I've accomplished so far. So, question for you is, what foundational references do you have? Because we need this as we continue to climb the ladder of progress. And we need to be reminded of this and remember to remind ourselves of these past challenges or opportunities of growth and learning that are behind us now, that have helped us get to where we are today. Because these foundational references help us keep going forward and growing. So the takeaway here today is that the new, the hard, the difficult, the challenging can become easy and maybe even extremely easy as we apply ourselves. And if we're challenged and not getting to that next level, that next set of millions, that next set of growth, personally, professionally, and within context here of that revenue opportunity, right? That next set of millions, whatever that looks like for you, something has to happen if we're not getting there. And that's change. Maybe change for you, change for your organization, maybe even change for your customers. which is not easy then. Change, especially for growth, can be difficult. But let's remember our foundational references. Let's pull from those references to get us vying higher. And if for whatever reason we don't have a foundational reference to pull from, then let's push through and create new ones. So if we're not connected yet, let's connect, subscribe. I invite you to subscribe. Reach out with pressing concerns or ideas that you'd like me to cover. And until the next video, let's continue to vie higher.